A man sold his car, borrowed money from his brother, and put everything into a coin he saw trending online. 3 weeks later, it was gone. Not reduced, gone. And when his wife asked him what happened to their savings, he couldn't even look her in the eye. This isn't one story. This is happening right now in thousands of Muslim homes to men who thought they were being smart.
Cryptocurrency didn't arrive with a warning label. It arrived wrapped in promises. Freedom from banks, freedom from inflation, freedom from the 9-to-5 grind. And for a lot of young Muslim men, it felt like the answer to years of financial struggle. No boss, no riba-based loans, just you, your phone, and a chart that could change your life overnight. But here's what nobody tells you when you download that trading app. The same excitement you feel watching a coin go up 10% in an hour is the exact same chemical reaction a gambler feels pulling a slot machine lever. Your brain doesn't know the difference between speculation and gambling. It just knows dopamine. And once that feeling hooks you, it doesn't let go easily. Think about what's actually happening. A man wakes up for Fajr, and instead of opening the Quran app, he opens his portfolio. He checks it before work. He checks it during work. He checks it while sitting with his own children, half present, half lost in red and green candles on a screen. His salah becomes rushed. His sleep becomes broken. His mind is somewhere else, chasing something that was never guaranteed in the first place. This is the part most people don't want to admit. Fitna doesn't always look like sin. Sometimes it looks like ambition. It looks like trying to provide for your family. It looks like trying to escape debt. That's exactly why this trap is so dangerous. It disguises itself as a solution while quietly pulling a man away from his deen. Now, let's talk about what's actually happening under the hood, because most men jumping into crypto have no idea what they're really involved in. A huge portion of cryptocurrency trading isn't investment. It's speculation dressed up in fancy language. You're not buying a business. You're not buying a product. You're betting that someone else will pay more for the same coin later, based purely on hype, sentiment, and timing. That's not a business model. That's gharar, uncertainty layered on top of more uncertainty. Then add leverage trading, where men borrow money to bet bigger, hoping to multiply gains. When it works, they feel like geniuses. When it fails, and it usually does, they don't just lose their money. They lose money they didn't even have. And that's before we even get to the scams. Fake coins, fake projects, anonymous developers who create a token, pump the price using paid influencers, then disappear the moment enough people have bought in. This has a name in the crypto world: rug pull. And it has destroyed the savings of countless people who trusted a flashy website and a countdown timer. Here's a question worth sitting with for a moment. If something is built on hype, anonymity, and unpredictable swings that even experts can't consistently predict, does that sound like a stable way to provide for your family? Or does it sound like something else entirely? Islam didn't leave money and wealth as some vague, unaddressed topic. It gave clear boundaries. No riba, no gharar, no miser, gambling. Wealth should come from real trade, real value, real effort, not from chasing a number on a screen hoping it goes up before it crashes. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Many Muslim men know this. They've heard the lectures, they've read the articles, and they still open the app every single day. Why? Because knowledge alone doesn't break an addiction. And make no mistake, for a huge number of men, this has become exactly that, an addiction disguised as an investment strategy. Picture two brothers. Same background, same upbringing, same starting salary. One of them puts his extra money into learning a skill, starting a small halal business, slowly building something real over 3 years. The other puts his extra money into crypto, chasing the next 100x coin, the next big pump. 3 years later, one of them owns something. Clients, a reputation, a steady income he built with his own hands. The other one has a graveyard of screenshots, coins that were supposed to change his life, wallets holding tokens worth pennies, and a story he doesn't like to tell at family gatherings. Same starting point, completely different destination.
This is what Fitna does. It doesn't just cost money, it costs years. Years that could have been spent building something halal, something stable, something that actually benefits a man's family and his akhirah. And there's a deeper danger here that rarely gets talked about: what this does to a man's heart. When your wealth depends on unpredictable price swings, your emotional state starts depending on it too. Tawakkul, trust in Allah's provision, gets replaced by anxiety over a chart. Contentment gets replaced by greed. A man starts making dua not for barakah in his rizq, but for a specific coin to pump. Think about how backwards that is. The Prophet, peace be upon him, warned about the love of dunya entering the heart and corrupting it. Crypto speculation, with its constant highs and devastating lows, is one of the most effective tools ever created for doing exactly that.
It keeps you emotionally hooked, checking, hoping, fearing, refreshing. So what's the way out? It starts with an honest, uncomfortable question. Are you investing or are you gambling with extra steps? Be honest with yourself. If the answer involves hoping for quick, dramatic gains without understanding the actual value behind what you're buying, you already know the answer.
Real wealth in Islam was never meant to come from unpredictable speculation. It comes from effort, from trade, from skills, from patience, from halal income built over time, even if it's slower. Slower but stable beats fast but destructive every single time. If you're currently in crypto, ask yourself what's really driving this. Is it knowledge and genuine understanding of blockchain technology as a tool? Or is it the same feeling every gambler chases, the hope of getting rich without effort? Because here's the hard truth most people avoid saying out loud. A financial fitna doesn't need to be haram on paper to destroy a man's deen. It just needs to consume his time, his focus, his peace, and his priorities. And for so many Muslim men right now, cryptocurrency is doing exactly that, quietly, one notification at a time.
The real test isn't whether the market goes up or down tomorrow. The real test is whether a man can look at his wealth, his time, and his heart and honestly say none of it has been stolen by something that promised everything and guaranteed nothing.